Hello all and welcome back to what the oh okay
Yeah.
oh that's I thought that was a death because I fell in the water.
Yes, same.
Yeah, so welcome back to the final story part of Psychonauts, or at least what I assume is going to be final. I said last time it would be final and it wasn't, so I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, and me and Mia were talking like literally right before we started recording. This will likely be the last story part because, in retrospect, there isn't really a lot of things to do here. Like it's pretty short. It's almost exclusively a final boss after this tiny
Yeah,
platforming section.
I'd argue
Also,
this is part of the boss.
you can't use those wind turbines to help with your levitation. I thought you could, but I was very hesitant at the same time. Cause like that makes sense, but also doesn't.
Definitely pop since I accidentally used one before. And I bought all of these. So yeah,
We can just hold on to things for now.
at least for the time
My
being.
family is still at the camp.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, this section
Sorry, Otto.
is kind of. I feel like that section was very pointless, but I think they just did it for the exclusive reason, so you can buy like auto stuff if you really need to.
Like, yeah, like,
Because by
I think
all-
you're like, that is the reason. It's so they can justify putting an auto thing in there. Like,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
just
I
a
feel
small
like-
little platforming bit.
Yeah, because I feel like with how short that section is, they could have just relegated it to a cutscene if they really.
Oh no, you're dying.
Nah, I'm here.
Okay, you're good. I
Yeah,
didn't hear a
you're
word of
net.
that last sentence, though.
Your net's a little. It's like it's not dropping, but it's like completely. But like for half a second, it will. At least the stream.
Yeah, like, you
for a
have
second stops
literally
on my end.
every syllable you've said since we've started this part has been staticky from you, so that's fun.
Oh, lovely, including right now, I assume.
Yep,
Nice.
and it's probably going to be that way for the entire parts. I don't really have
That's
the
the
luxury. No.
That's the annoying part about like internet. Like whenever internet's bad, for some reason people just get staticky. But anyways, what I did say was they could have just relegated that small section to either a cutscene or just completely omitted it if they really wanted to. Instead of making like an auto box section appear. Honestly, you know what they could have done?
Did Manette die? Finally?
No, I
Oh.
just couldn't hear you say anything. I was watching the
I
cutscene.
didn't.
You just went. I just didn't hear you say a word. I thought you died.
No,
Like in
no.
real life.
Maybe.
This isn't real, Dad. It's just
Oh,
something
he was a
we put in
ghost the
our
whole
minds to
time.
keep us safe.
Yes, I was the water ghost.
Nah, chalk cheese, dude. I'm never gonna know the solution to that, for the record. But you know what they could have done if they really wanted to. Granted, this would maybe not make a lot of sense, or because this is such a hard trick for them to do. Apparently, like for the gymnastics or whatever, the circus act. They could have just let you walk around while they were just holding this position, then you could just talk to them afterwards. They could have like an auto box just flying down that way. Instead of making you do that like 1 minute long section. Where you just
Maybe,
dodge
but I don't know. The 1 minute
tutorial.
section really isn't anything. It's just there. And I think that's the point.
Oh yeah, no, it's completely harmless. It just doesn't need to exist at the exact same time. So I think this is just exclusively a boss battle, right?
It's like a room of quote-unquote platforming, if even that.
I don't even remember. I'll see in
Well,
a
it's
second.
so small.
That's probably why I don't remember. I just remember the boss.
Well, where's the hand now?
Doesn't exist because he's underwater.
Oh. Well, okay. Okay,
Even
what about
looking
now,
at like
hand?
the section you're standing in now, I'm trying to remember where the little platforming is. No, you fight the boss here, like right where you're standing.
No, you don't. Or like maybe you wrap around to this, but this isn't.
Oh,
you run around.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
you go over
boss
there.
starts if you read the text.
That's right, and there's more where that came from.
No, it doesn't. There's
No,
more.
I
I know
really
there's
don't.
more.
I really
I know
don't
for a
know
fact
this.
there is, because there's collectibles here.
Really?
Pretty sure there is.
What kind? What kind? Like figments?
I don't think there's pigments.
Yeah, no, they would have popped up at the top right if there were.
Yeah, no. Okay, maybe there's not. There's
My
something here.
grandparents
Though.
were part of the protests in Grulow.
No, I don't think you can actually come back here at all, so I don't think there's any figment. Or sorry, collectibles, not figments.
There's a scene I was hoping not to see again. Grandma Morona.
Hey,
My real
what's
Oh,
up?
now I remember
my
this.
dad's father, Lazarus. Nice to see them
How you
alive,
doing?
actually.
Alive? Are you sure about that, Rez?
He's talking about the, I think the photos, I think?
Even go from here? Am I supposed to go back?
You're supposed to use fire on the picture of,
I
Lucy.
forget that's a thing every time.
To be fair, I like,
Way, Maligulugly.
I don't blame you because it's
I'm gonna
so uncommon after the, like,
Okay, now it's the boss.
first two
Like,
levels
that's
or
all it
something.
was.
Nona?
Yeah, so you wrap back around to the beginning. So I guess I was half correct.
Third.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I'll
Rex.
take it.
I'm your great nephew. I mean, not that I think I'm great
So-
or anything.
This is probably the only time the combat becomes kind of hard again, but at least it's a boss battle, so it makes sense. This is easily the hardest boss in the game. At least I think it
You're
is.
still family and all.
I mean, I didn't struggle when I went through it all.
Yeah, I didn't die or anything, but I feel like I struggled on this boss more
Like,
than
I
the
don't
other
think I
ones
got
at the
hit.
very least. Oh, jeez. Well, I
If
guess
I
you're
did, I
just
only
a
got hit like
pro
once or
gamer.
twice.
Oh boy.
Which means I'm gonna die over and over here now. But that's just how YouTube works.
You better not. You have like 3 dream fluffs and a lot of the candy.
Yes, perfect. That was intentional.
I mean, in theory, that wouldn't even hurt, but okay.
Sam?
Also, remember these guys? They're back again.
Yeah. Or I mean, Sam at least. I will.
I still find it really weird. Well, not weird, but like, I really wish that the interns had more to do in the story than just like the beginning.
Like, especially because the marketing of the game made it seem like they were going to be such a pivotal part of it. Or like they were going to be the replacements for the campers of the first game, and they really weren't. They started that way.
I think the thing is, though, at least with the campers, right?
Delusion
Also, it's
Glovia.
Maligula.
Add another one to your drinking games.
But the thing about what's it called? At least the first game. Like after the campers disappear, like after you stop talking to the campers, it's all side, like because their brains get taken away and
Yeah.
stuff. Everything at that point is like side content, and technically you don't even have to give any of their brains back.
Well, yeah,
like
technically.
if you don't want to. In this game, these dudes kind of just pop up, like, "Hey guys, we're back and we're gonna help," despite the fact that we weren't here for like half the game.
But you're actually a normal part of
Game. Well, yeah,
So-
I've already gotten hit more times than I did my last.
So I think what you're supposed to do for the record is literally just shoot. I don't know if there's another way to damage her. I think I tried punching and it didn't work.
The mental connection does not work at all, so I can't get close to her.
No, I think when you use the mental connection, it you have to dodge for the record every time those snakes jump at you. But I don't think the mental connection. I don't think that brings you towards enemies. I think it brings enemies towards you.
Have you tried eating fruit?
I've used that feature of it so few times, I'm not actually sure.
Honestly, I think I used it once because I saw that there was like you could use it on enemies, and that was it.
Oh, well, no more yo-yo.
Also, one thing I was actually really, I don't know why I was particularly worried about this. Like when you inevitably had to fight Maligula, because well, first of all, I didn't even think, or because I knew you're gonna have to eventually fight her. I mean, it's just too obvious. But when they first fight her, or like when you see all the pictures of Maligula, she had this like very what's it called, like imposing figure and stuff like that. And that's all. It's all fun and dandy. Then you see like Nona, and then you learn that Nona is Maligula and all that sort of stuff, right? And that's all fine. But then I was wondering, how are they gonna make Maligula look the way she does in? Because I thought it was gonna be Nona still. I thought you're still gonna have to battle like Nona, which would be weird. But I thought that was gonna happen. But I'm actually glad that they did it this way. Hi Nona. Yeah, I'm glad that you get to fight Maligula like the way that you've been seeing her the entire game.
Yeah, it would be really weird to fight Nona.
Yeah, I genuinely thought we were gonna have to fight her, and I was like, this is gonna be really weird and probably not make a lot of sense because I'm beating up like an old woman.
Wow, Psychonauts breaking new ground. Final boss, frail old lady.
Where you get to like beat up an old. Dude, that'd be so funny. Also, don't forget you have 8 Psy Pops. You might as well use them.
Oh, I know. Oh, I got an achievement. Pick up in the Gideon.
Oh, well, I guess you need to use your Psy Pops for for a achievement. Good to know. Oh, he's being such a good distraction.
That's probably why I didn't get hit. I probably brought the archetype out right away. So I used the archetype a lot my first time around.
Oh yeah, that move was hard to dodge. The one where she just like charged into you. That was the one that took me until basically the end of the battle to figure out how to dodge like without having an issue, because she flies directly at you every single time. He's such a good distraction. I like how he takes all the aggro. It's not even some of the aggro, it's just all the aggro.
Oh yeah.
Like look at, she's not even looking at you. Which is really funny because she's supposed to be like a super powerful person. So
but still like, can't see through a paper drawing.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously it's for gameplay reasons, but it's funny to kind of poke fun at the concept that she's like an absolutely strong psychic and she's getting like she can't tell the difference between real Raz and paper Raz.
Ooh, she looks steamed.
It's totally normal. I think there's like this and fine. Oh, oh. An enemy that isn't water snakes.
Oh yeah.
This really what they want me to do here.
This part of the fight kind of annoyed me just because these guys, just because they forced you to use telekinesis, which in theory isn't bad, but you're shooting her for like the entire fight to begin with, and now suddenly you just have to start tossing the project. Well, it's better to toss the projectiles at them at this point or to kill the enemies and then start shooting her, because then it starts getting annoying.
Like, I didn't even attack her.
What do you mean you toss stuff at her?
Yeah, but not for the final hit.
Oh. Wait, did her own enemies hit her? Is that a thing?
Maybe friendly fire is a thing. Maybe it was on a timer? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Also, it's really funny to think about this. Like, Raz is just a kid, and he's getting his, like, or he's kicking, like, Maligula's butt, who destroyed, like, 6 or 5 other psychic. Was it 5? It was the psychic 7 with her. So
Yes,
right.
7, so 6.
So yeah. They 6 people got absolutely annihilated by her. Meanwhile, Raz just doing his
By
own
himself,
thing. I guess,
or I mean, quote unquote by himself,
guess-
because there's the interns, but how much are they
Yeah,
really
but they're-
doing?
yeah, they're barely doing anything.
Some terrible mistakes she had made. So we put the word out on KLOB, and guess what? People were listening.
Hey, Maligula, you gonna
At least one of them.
you gonna stop us?
Thanks, Morris.
Oh, well, you're dead.
My favorite part is how she only cares about getting rid of like the interns as opposed to like Raz, who's clearly doing all the heavy lifting right now.
Look, she gets distracted by the archetype. We've been over this.
True.
Apparently, discerning targets of interest is not a strong suit.
Marona wasn't supposed to be there.
Wait, did you not deplete her health bar?
Lazarus
I
shouldn't have
didn't
brought
think I
her.
did.
I thought you had to,
Killed
because
my
this is where the
sister.
second phase starts, right?
Think so.
No.
I guess you don't
So
take it down
weird.
all the way.
Quite right.
That's so weird to me. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I'm just misremembering it, and this was always the case. I guess that would make sense because if you take down the health bar, you would assume that she would be defeated. So I guess it would make sense if you don't take down the health bar, she's not defeated, sort of thing.
Pody, listen.
I killed my sister.
Yeah, we figured this out like
I might
several
not
stages
be
ago.
your
Come
real
on.
grandmother.
I killed my sister.
But you're still my family.
Yeah? Okay.
What's all that? I kill lots of people.
Yeah, it's true. Even after a point.
It's true. I always find this a little bit funny because technically you're still in like Nona's
Only
head,
thing I can
Oh,
offer
yeah.
now.
but Nona is talking to you right now. So it's like it's almost like a paradox in a way. It's like, oh, she's talking to you, but
But
and you're in her mind, but she has no control over her mind, despite the fact that she has control over partial of her mind because she's still in here.
Oh, I wish I had made you bigger.
Also,
It's
welcome
okay,
to
Nona.
Psychonauts 1 Final Boss Mark II, basically. Do you think if they make a Psychonauts 3, they're gonna make the final boss also make Raz turn giant? Or
I
have
hope
like
so.
a giant form?
I sincerely hope
Is it-
so. Okay, first off,
at
please
this
tell me
point,
they
it's
didn't patch this. Please tell me they didn't patch it. Ah, they
Is there
might
a
have.
point to using the fire breath for the record?
I don't think so. Might as well use it at least once. Yeah,
The
no,
thing
there's
is, like,
no
yeah,
point.
see, it's because she was doing that attack. She's invincible when you do that attack. Like, so after she does that attack, do the fire attack, or do nothing.
I can't do it. It's too slow. There it goes.
Like, it does push her back a little bit, but it's like what I thought the strategy was you were supposed to use the fire attack before, like, while she was casting that attack, but that's not the case at all. If anything, yeah, use it when she after she does it because she pushes you far enough away. All right, what is the glitch? Would it have happened by now?
Yeah, it would have definitely happened. They patched it. Yeah,
So
but
what-
basically,
so what-
it would trigger the Bobby dance to happen in the middle of combos.
Oh, because you're not pressing anything really. You're just busy pressing. Like, there's no real reason to
Yeah.
move. Did
It
like
would-
the properties of the Bobby dance act any
Yes.
different?
No, it was the exact same.
That's funny.
You would just start dancing in
Which-
the middle of a combo.
Which is even more funny because he's like, what's it called? He's like,
Nona.
what is the word I'm looking for? He is giant in attacking in like slow motion, but then
But
he
then the
starts
dance
Bobby
would
dancing
be
in,
normal
like,
speed
normal
again.
speed.
Everybody's got something like
And then, like, everybody's taking this fight super seriously. Raz just cuts everyone off so he can.
That's funny. Also, I'll be honest, when she took out scissors here, I thought she was gonna like stab her, and I was like,
That's
wait a
what I
minute.
thought too.
I was like, wait a minute, this has gone a little too far. I didn't even consider the fact that she'd even cut her cloth. I literally thought she was gonna stab her.
Or like at the very least, I assumed it was gonna be a feint.
Yeah. We did it! We stopped
Yay!
Maligula.
Oh, achievement unlocked. Finish what was started.
Well, technically, we started nothing.
Yeah, technically, Ford started it.
Nona!
Yeah.
Nona!
Well, I guess technically, Nick started it. Because he turned Maligula into what she was, so...
And, yeah.
But look, the hand helps you out, because there's no water curse. Except, despite the fact that there's post-game, the hand still tries to
Yeah, the
take
hand still kills you. Yep.
Which is weird, because every single spot that has swimming, like, you can swim in, you know, there's no reason not to. Like, I don't know. I always found it weird.
Do you have a
Like, I can understand them not wanting to swim across expanse oceans, but that's not really like even like in Bob's Bottles with that giant ocean, like it was still technically a closed system.
Yeah, well, and I guess for areas like the last home area, the Green Needle Gulch or whatever, you could just have like Jack and Daxter logic, have like a fish eat you, but then like spit you back up on land or something.
You could do
If
that.
you want to have like some sort of continuity, where it's not like, oh yeah, he's actually just dying, sort of thing.
So that's it? Caligula gets to live out in Green Needle Gulch with Ford as if she didn't just try to kill people?
Excuse me.
Hey, it was different when I did it. There was a monster.
Yeah, it was different. It was worse.
And now
There were kids involved.
Technically, there's kids involved this time too.
I think she deserved
Not to mention
Yeah,
the body
but he-
count was a lot higher with Caligula.
Yeah, but he wanted to use children. Like, he wanted to use a child army.
I
No, he
Well,
didn't care about
child
the
brain
kids. He just
army.
cared about the brains. Yeah.
And now
Yeah, child brain army. But which is funny, because why would you use a kid's brain when they're probably not the best brains to use?
right after we take care of
Probably didn't think he could take on any adults.
Well, are you coming or not?
No.
So does this mean Raz gets to be a super psychonaut? Because he's still technically a psychonaut, right?
Yeah, I mean he's second not intern.
Best efforts. You interns have seen
I don't know. I still think if Ford canonically calls him a psychonaut, because the thing is, he gave him the honor of being a psychonaut
that there are
while he was still sane.
venerated institutions.
That's technically true, but like, does he still have the rank for it?
We all make mistakes.
Well, it's because
We all need help sometimes.
he got Samus Aran. Also, I've never understood this. I never understood the point of that. It is a one-off joke, and they don't refer to it, and nothing similar happens for the rest of the game or the cutscenes. For some reason, he just stares at her, and she's staring back. I don't know why that cutscene that bit of the cutscene exists.
I feel
and
like
kinda
for
love
that
it
there
because of
might have
that.
been a running gag that was cut from the script or something.
I'll take it.
Like,
Yeah,
with
it's
games
so
that have so much
weird.
writing like this, there had to have been a lot of stuff that got cut. There had to have been.
Whoa, he's a psychonaut now, Junior.
So, kind of, sort of what we were going for at the beginning of the game.
I wonder if he's technically. Oh, hey, here's the song. I wonder if he's technically the youngest psychonaut to ever like join ranks, because that's never talked about. So,
How old are the other interns? Because didn't they all graduate?
well, the interns they all graduated, but the thing is, Raz is still like a kid. The interns are more like teens to young adults. I would say probably more so in the teen range.
Okay, but the alternate option then. What about Lily? Because she made it pretty clear that she had graduated intern program years ago.
I guess you're right. Yeah, but her dad is the like leader, so that doesn't count.
I mean, I know it's kind of murky there, but like, you're asking for the youngest. There you go.
Well, I guess yes, but so by technicality, then she probably is the youngest. But at the same time, it also depends on whether or not you want to treat that's a gray area. Technically, I would say a yes, maybe. I don't know actually if she technically has she might have graduated the intern program. Doesn't mean necessarily she's a junior Psychonaut.
I have no idea. I don't
So
think
if
they
I
ever bring it
remember
up.
correctly, in the first game, she said she only comes to camp because she likes to escape her dad.
Oof.
It was either this game or that game. Like I don't remember if it was this. I don't think it was said in this game.
Now that's something that would have, if it came up, it would have come up in the original.
I'm actually Googling it right now to see if she is a Psychonaut. I'm curious. She's also 10 years old.
Yeah.
So, and I assume that what's it called? Raz is the same age.
Yeah,
That makes
Raz
sense?
is 10.
Yep. I keep forgetting this game technically takes place before what's it called? The 90s.
I don't know if the time frame was ever established outright. We don't really have a lot of technology.
Well, the
to
wiki
really
page
base
has
it
date
on.
of births.
Oh, well, okay, then there you go.
In a poster, Psychonauts to a young Ford Crawler's on the cover, and it says October 1962. Considering that Maligula was supposed to be dead for 20 years, this means the events of Psychonauts 2 take place in 1982. Wow! So people actually
Uh-huh.
deduced that.
Wow, this says like Ace Attorney timeline logic all over it, where people figured out the entire timeline of that franchise based off a random date on one of the pieces of evidence.
Did it actually line up, though? Like, did everything line up with no inconsistencies?
Yes, perfectly.
That is insane. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if she is in fact a Psychonaut. She loves plants and animals. I know she loves plants. Did she ever express her love for animals?
It might have been a one-off line somewhere, I don't know.
Let's see. As the daughter of the Grand Head of Psychonauts, she's very gifted and has earned every merit badge at Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp.
Okay,
She
that's
specializes
the
in
start.
herbophony. So far, it's mentioning nothing about her being a proper Psychonaut. So maybe she's not? Her
I
Psy
don't
Cadet
know.
rank is labeled as incomplete, even though she's earned every possible merit badge at the camp.
Oh, well, okay, there you go.
Despite having all the merit badges and has gone through the Psychonaut intern program, she has, for some reason, never been officially declared as a Psychonaut yet.
Well, okay.
So I guess she technically isn't the first or the youngest
guess.
Psychonaut that we know of. Technically, Raz
Jack
is.
Black, brain in a jar. I'm so glad that's what they credited him as.
Brain in a jar. Oh, when he's in the
Yep.
yeah, that's great. I'm surprised they didn't get Jack Black to do like a song.
They did, it's playing right now!
Is it? Hold on, let me
Yeah.
turn this up.
It plays earlier in the game too. We've been over this.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. It just doesn't sound like the. To be fair, it's not supposed to have Jack Black's normal voice, so it makes sense. It's just I'm so used to hearing his voice, like his normal singing voice and stuff like that. That it's confusing to me when I don't hear it in that. Yeah, this is the song that plays in Psyching Mind, right?
Yeah.
Asha 9. Cat Tabor? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Some of these are weird names.
Nick Tate was voiced by Compton Boole. Oh wait, no, I misread things. Sorry. The title, their
Yeah,
name
it's-
is on the top
yeah.
and the titles are on the bottom. I got
Who they
so
played is on the
confused
bottom.
for a second. I was like, what? Somebody named Compton Boole voiced someone? I was so
Of
confused.
course! Lead recording engineer played Dave and Dave!
Ooh, studio manager, that's my favorite person.
Yeah! Oh, wow!
I hate how
This
these
is Money
titles
Lead
are
played
in
at
all caps,
Xbox
for the
Game
record.
Studios!
I hate that all these titles are in all caps.
It means nothing to me. If anything, I feel like it's how it should be.
What do they need user research for?
I don't know.
Also, I like... Oh, no, never mind. Those people are all part of one group. I thought there was just a whole bunch of people that are listed that they didn't do anything.
Well, like, basically the special thanks.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of which, there was one right there. Specifically the Xbox special thanks.
Oh, here we are, additional thanks!
I don't know any of these names, I don't think.
No.
The
This
heck
is
is
beyond.
FX,
I think we've gotten
though?
out of the point where we would recognize anyone.
What is Expiries? What is this stuff?
Oh, and another special thanks.
These have to be special thanks from the companies they're coming from. Clutch Plays? Who's Clutch Play Games? What do they do?
I don't know, but they have a producer and some engineers.
I mean, they're just like smaller, like game dev studios that they hired a few people from to be like, hey, can you help us with these certain things? They're like, okay, sure.
Considering how stressed Psychonauts 2's development was, I would not even be remotely surprised if that's what happened. Especially before the Microsoft acquisition. They're like, please help us out here.
Honestly, the Microsoft Activision. The Microsoft acquisition is probably the only reason this game ever actually came out.
Oh, it is. Like 100%. Tim Schafer's gone on record that over and over. Like, they were very tight on funds. Like, if the game ever did come out, it was going to be a very different game, where it basically would have been another Rompus of Ruin, just as a platformer. Even looking at anymore. This title's been going for so long, I don't even know what they did! Oh, there we go. Technical directors. And IT. Finally, titles. Super genius! Keeps going. And contract. Well, gotta keep up the Yogaidr tradition. Gotta watch it. All of it. And yeah, unsurprisingly, my net died. Lovely. Which means I'm probably going to be going solo for the rest of this, which, fine, whatever. Uh-oh. Credits are frozen. They're chugging. I'm lagging on credits! There we go. This fig, which, speaking of, we're going to discuss this in the past. I am not sitting through all of the backer names. That is going to take hours. I will sit through the rest of it, but the second the backer name starts showing up, I'm skipping. First, like I said, I don't want to be here all day, and secondly, I'm one of the backers, and I don't want to sit through it. Okay? Like, I'm not being disrespectful to them when I'm one of them too. Because I saw the backer options, and I'm the milkman, my milk is delicious. It's way too tempting of a title to pass up on. Consequence, Smell the Universe, voiced by Jack Black. I mean, yeah, we've been over that, but yeah. Also performing. How many voices do you need? How many? Another one? What even is production babies? What does that mean? The team would like to thank... Okay. My net's back, but it's refusing to connect to Discord for some reason, so I guess I really am on my own for the rest of this. So, are we still on this? I think we're still on it. Barry. What? How long is it going? We was already on special thanks. Well, now we're on it again. Or wait, no, sorry. I think we was on additional thanks. Now we're on special thanks. Jeff Keighley? Really? Jeff Keighley's credited in here. I saw that. Ah. Any other names I would recognize? I think I recognize the name Muyu. And look at all these licenses! So, yeah, it is still going, still... so many credits. It's still going! Okay, we're at the backers. Yep, nope, screw it. But I said I was skipping the backers. I'm not sitting through that whole thing. It's going to take way too long. You might think of it because they spread them out like that. It's gonna be fast. It's not. But, yes. Thank you all for watching. Next... Oh! Is there a cutscene? I didn't remember there being a cutscene, but I guess there is one. Okay.
I know I graduated the intern program and all, but I'll bet if I snuck in a little extra credit work, that would really irritate Norma.
I mean, probably. But yeah, okay, thank you all for watching. Next time will be the beginning of basically the 100% completion grind, the post-game. Gonna be doing everything I can. So, yeah, until then, actually I want to do my regular by myself outro because it's been... that's just what I'm used to doing it by myself. All toast, just toast, toast. Something about chicken tenders. This was not Yogi's fault, so I'll read it off for him. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Gosh darn it!